events like this are so important. We don't get enough industry events, full stop, for industry to kind of meet and talk about their craft. And we especially don't get events for games industry up north. So it's super important for us to get together, talk about best practice, share experience, and be able to network with one another. I think it really draws attention to some of the main challenges that we're facing as an industry at the moment. So that's important to talk about. Well, I've been here speaking about games leadership. When I set up the Games Leadership Network towards the end of last year, I couldn't have predicted what a year this would be for leadership and talking about leadership practices. I set up the network because I wanted to raise awareness about some of the sort of leadership practices that were taking place in game studios and why that was important. And actually what we're starting to see is how important that is over the last year. Some of the challenges that we face are things like we spoke today about transparency in leadership and why that's important, organising teams, gaining trust, building trust, and retaining talent, especially retaining senior talent. That's been something that has been flagged in the industry for the last 2 years, if not longer. I think that there is a wonderful community behind game developers. You know, it's only when we all get together that I'm reminded by how much good that there is in the industry. It's easy to get disheartened and depressed by the kind of news of the industry at the moment. There's a lot happening, a lot of negative stuff, and we should be rightly angry and upset about that. But events like this remind me of what is good about the industry, and that there are people that are talking about these issues and wanting to create change and move forwards and create a better industry going forwards. I don't think you've got anything to lose by coming along to a games event. A lot of the industry is all about networking. So it's always, and the worst thing you can do is turn up and learn something new, right? Or maybe you've discovered that you knew it already. Good for you. But yeah, worst case is that you show up, you learn something new, you have a day out. What's to lose? My hope coming today was just to raise awareness about leadership practices and best practice in the industry. I do think that we should be talking more about it. I'm really keen, as the director of the Games Leadership Network and Academy, to talk more about what we can do for the industry. So we're a non-profit organisation that offers free coaching, support networks and training programs for those currently in the games industry, not just at a leadership position, but also for those emerging leaders. We believe that games leadership happens at all stages of a career, not just for those that are leading people. So my wish for today was just to raise awareness about some of the work that we're doing as a non-profit, and try to talk a bit more about and find out what challenges are being faced by the industry right now and how we can better support them.